What if the greatest secrets of the ancient world were burned and buried forever? What if blueprints for machines, medicine, and knowledge far ahead of their time vanished in a single night? This is not fiction. This is the true story of the Library of Alexandria, the most legendary archive of knowledge in human history. And its destruction. It wasn't an accident. This is not just a story of loss. It's a story of power, control, and what they didn't want you to know. Founded by Alexander the Great and ruled by the Ptolemies, Alexandria was a jewel of the ancient world. The harbor bustled with ships. The lighthouse of Pharos lit the sky. But at its heart stood something even greater, the Library of Alexandria. Built in the 3rd century BCE, it was more than a building. It was a vault of human thought, filled with scrolls, maps, inventions, and philosophies from Egypt, Greece, Persia, India, and beyond. Every ship that entered the city was searched. Any scrolls on board were confiscated, copied, and stored in the library. It was knowledge by force, and the Ptolemies were building an empire of the mind. What was inside the library? Some say it held the works of Homer and Plato, in original form. Others claim it had ancient Egyptian medicine, blueprints for machines that wouldn't exist for 1,000 years, and even texts about the movement of stars, predicting the heliocentric model long before Copernicus. One scroll was said to contain knowledge from Atlantis, others, the secrets of immortality. And then, it all vanished. In 48 BCE, during Julius Caesar's siege of Alexandria, part of the city was set ablaze. Historical accounts vary, but many believe the library's storage warehouses caught fire, destroying hundreds of thousands of scrolls. But that was only the beginning. Later, under Christian rule, Bishop Theophilus ordered the destruction of pagan temples, and the library may have been targeted again. Then came the Muslims, under Caliph Omar in 642 CE. His quote is chilling: "If the books agree with the Quran, they are unnecessary. If they disagree, they are heretical." Thousands of scrolls may have been burned to heat bathhouses, for 6 months straight. Modern historians argue over how much was truly destroyed. Some claim, most of the knowledge had already been copied elsewhere. Others say the destruction was exaggerated. But here's the truth, we will never know. Among the lost works were, the complete histories of the Egyptians and Babylonians, engineering marvels of Archimedes, medical texts from India, and Persia, treatises on astronomy and time. That might have changed the world centuries earlier. What if electricity, flight, or even computers could have come centuries sooner? Why was the library destroyed again and again? Because knowledge is power, and unchecked knowledge is dangerous. The Library of Alexandria didn't just store information, it represented a challenge to authority. Empires want control, not questions. And when ideas threaten order, they are silenced, erased, or burned. Today, no one knows exactly where the library stood. No ruins remain. No scrolls survived. But its legend lives on. In Egypt, modern libraries now stand in its honor. In secret archives across the world, some believe fragments still exist, hidden away from the public eye. Maybe not everything was lost. Maybe some knowledge simply went underground. The Library of Alexandria is more than a ruin. It's a warning. A symbol of how fragile knowledge is, and how quickly it can vanish. If you believe history is more than just names and dates, if you believe in the power of stories left untold, then you've found your place. Subscribe to Unburied History, where the forgotten past is never truly gone.